All right, and welcome into the company. I am B. Lenny. Everybody come in, have a seat. Got Nick and got Rich with me tonight. Got a skeleton crew going on, but we're going to keep the show moving, as they say in Hollywood talk. Hope everybody's having an amazing week. Hope everybody's having an equally good holiday season, since it is the holiday season officially kicked off after Thanksgiving, I'm guessing.
I just happened to think about that because over the holiday, my family came up and we were watching the Macy's Day Parade, right?
Mhm.
Is Thanksgiving over after the parade is done? Like with Santa, like because he's the last thing that comes, right? In
Yeah.
the parade.
Yeah.
Is Thanksgiving over at that point? Like, are we already in Christmas?
I don't know. I think Thanksgiving is the whole day, I would guess.
Are you,
But
I
I
don't
see
know,
what you're
man.
saying. I see what you're saying.
For me, it's the whole day, but I feel like that's more and more becoming the minority, and that I think more and more people are just like, so for some people, Christmas is already like you said, by noon, it's Christmas
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It's time to
Noon,
put
throw the turkey
everything
out.
up. Time to put the trees up and all that good stuff. And
I'm like, can I eat my food? Like, shit.
no.
Absolutely
Let's
not.
get the tree up. Let's get the tree up. Let's put the fake snow on the windows. All that shit. All that shit. Get rid of the turkey. Put that out the way.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know, man. That's a good question. After the Macy's Day Parade, is Thanksgiving over?
I say yes, but that's just me.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's really I've never really asked that question. I don't think there's a real time period for it to start and when for it to be over, because some people don't even start cooking until noon.
Well,
You
that's
know,
true
I
too.
figure it's whenever you finish eating.
So
I'm guessing.
that's a whole topic.
Yeah, that is a whole topic. When is Thanksgiving over? When is
really is.
Thanksgiving over? I don't know. That's a good question, though. Real good question. I would say that Thanksgiving is the whole day.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, I would say
We're,
that.
we're, we're the last of a dying breed.
Yeah, as long as people are still coming over and bringing plates and eating and sitting around, then it's still Thanksgiving.
Well,
All
speaking
right.
of Thanksgiving, do y'all prefer like a big crowd for Thanksgiving, more intimate? What is y'all's preferred Thanksgiving?
I like a crowd. I do. I like a multitude of people at the house, so I can have different conversations.
At your house or at someone
Or
else's
at
house?
somebody else's house, or wherever the Thanksgiving festivities are.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm actually the reverse. It's my favorite holiday. I prefer to be, notwithstanding like if you like a friendsgiving, but I prefer to be a very intimate setting. I don't really. I mean, personally, I don't really want to have other people's foods. Being candid, I'd rather just have my one or two people who I trust that's cooking. And I don't want to. I don't want to have to ask.
You don't want Aunt
Or
Joyce.
what they put in the collard greens. What they put in the collard greens.
You don't want cousin Joyce on her vegan journey to bring the mac and cheese.
Pretty much. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. If I have to wonder who cooked something, I went to one last time. I remember I went to like a big Thanksgiving. And it was more about like different people brought different things. I hated it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So
I guess. I mean, I understand.
when I was younger, I did like a bigger group. When I got older,
Hey, when it comes to cooking, Nick's like trust but verify.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. I still like a group. That's just me. I mean,
okay. If I'm not going there to eat, then cool. I'll come hang out with the group. If I got to eat, no.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
I'm okay either. Let me say it this way. Do I like those people?
That's fair.
Because I think that's half of it, right? I mean, let's just be honest, man. Because you know how this goes. Like it'll be a family gathering. Like, why the hell are they here?
That too, yes.
I mean, so I think that is a difference. If it's a group of people that you really, really enjoy, it's like, yeah, I mean, the more the merrier. But if you got like 3 or 4 that are just the rapscallions of the bunch, is like,
Mhm.
I think you make a good point with that. If it's people that I enjoy their company, I would be more inclined to more people around. I think it just
Right.
depends on like y'all said, the company. I could, no pun intended. I could kind of I could be okay with that. But on average, if I have the choice, I prefer more immediate and intimate.
I'm
Just
with you,
wondering.
Nick. I'm the same way. But
I don't know. I like the
Gotcha,
crowd.
dude.
I like a lot of hustle and bustle and moving around and people in different rooms and all this other stuff. I like all that.
Now, this is mainly for Thanksgiving. Other holidays, I don't really care as much. It could be a bunch of people around. On top of that, there may be those people there when you want to watch football. They ain't really trying to watch football, or they want to talk. I ain't
Right.
trying to hear that talking. Let me watch
See,
football.
See, there you
Let me
go.
watch the Cowboys get dog walked on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
they didn't this year, but
I got you.
Rudeness.
Now, now, we do have a few topics that we wanted to harp on tonight. Rich gave us a few things to talk about here. One being the latest developments with Joe Biden and the business of pardoning his son, Hunter. People have different opinions about whether he should or he shouldn't have. I mean, he's exiting the White House pretty much. So he is using whatever power he has left to do whatever he wants to do or whatever he thinks he needs to do. Now, Rich, it's your topic. Now, what do you think? Do you think it was a good idea? Do you think it was a bad idea?
oh,
Rich, you're muted. You're muted.
My bad. I think I'm answering like a politician. It depends on who you are asking, and it also depends. Well, it depends on who I'm answering the question for, right?
Yeah.
But all intents and purposes, right? Was it the right move? I don't know. That's a hard one, right? I think here's the reality, though. And I'm gonna think about it this like a person who, let's say you got in shape, you cut up, and there's like the one time where there's somebody you need to give the shirt off your back, right? You are chiseled, right? Your arms, your guns are ready, and all that. And it's like, oh, at the first opportunity, I'm gonna take my shirt off and hand it off because you know for a fact what you have under it, right? You have power, and you can flex it. So, in the case with his son, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are probably very few fathers on this planet that would not have done the same thing. Very, 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 very few.
I agree.
So let's just keep that honest, right? Like, yeah, you got the kid that's it's a screw up, but at the same time, like, that's my boy.
That's my boy.
And that is what it is, right? Now, here's the reality of it, though, is that every time, like, he was asked a question about pardoning his son, always said he would not do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is where I would say if I have issue with it, that's where my issue lies. The other, and I'm gonna add to that, right? Because the DNC has the Democrat Party has kind of been like, we're the party of law and order and rule of law, this, that, and the other, right? Now, while it is the president's right to pardon whoever he wants, the reality is this is a moral decision. And it seems like every time, like, the Democrat Party has a moment to exercise that moral high ground, they never take it. And this is another opportunity where they failed. So, again, I don't know if it's the right. Yeah.
If he, not to cut you out, because I'm with you, if Biden didn't repeatedly say, I'm not going to pardon my son, would you feel any differently? If you take that part out, he never.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't have felt differently at all. If he was like, you know what, let's see what happens when the time comes. If he would have said that, I'm like, oh, he about to pardon him, and that'd been the end of it.
Yeah,
I think he's going to. But
the fact that he repeatedly said he wasn't going to do it and then bust out and did it,
yeah,
it's kind of like,
Because
Like, come
honestly,
on,
I mean,
fam.
he probably gonna do it the whole time. I think
Absolutely. There's
So I mean, and like you said, the average person would not fault you for doing that. But when
No.
you are on your high, I won't say high horse, but when you're constantly saying, "I'm not
no,
going to do something,"
that's exactly what it is. It is the high
okay.
horse. That's
When you
that's
constantly saying
exactly.
that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do it, and then all of a sudden you do, it's like, what are we doing
Yeah.
here?
Yeah. Why did you sit here and tell us you weren't going to do something when you were going to do it all along?
He was going. He. There was no way he wasn't going to pardon his son. Like,
Right.
Mhm.
like I would really question reality if there was any chance, because he's already lost 2 children. He's 80 something years old, right? 82.
Yeah.
He's 82
Yeah.
years old. He's already lost 2 kids. There is no way he's gonna be like, you know what? On my way out, I'm not gonna do this. Nah.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm interested to see what y'all think, because the whole time I was like, yeah, this doesn't surprise me. It's just that, any moral high ground that that the party wants to take with this from this point forward, it's like, yeah, just let that go. The GOP, they don't care. They will pardon their folks and be like, yeah, now we gonna do this. This is it. And I respect their honesty. I will give them that in that sense.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel any different than what you just said. At least the GOP, they're upfront about it, whether you agree or not. They tell you what we're going to do, and again, we all knew he was going to do it. I just shut up. They don't be grandstanding, like I said, be on their high horse about this. You were going to do it. You knew you were going to do it. I mean, I just the only. Maybe I'll do this as a caveat. The only way he may have stood by what he allegedly was going to do or not do was if he stayed in the election. I think he may have. That's the only way I would have considered him. Still going along with not doing the party within that. But
Tron says,
go ahead.
Tron says, what is morals and ethics when the country vote for a president that has 34 felonies?
Hey,
I mean, I agree. But but this is the other take on that, right? One party tells you they don't care. The other party acts like they do. So I think that's where this comes in at, right? Because one side's like, oh, we don't care about that. We just trying to figure out how to make us do what it do. The other side's like, oh no, we're about that life. Like we're actually going to stand on business and have standards. And then every time they cut and run.
Yeah,
the same thing here.
Yeah. Well, USA Today says the Democratic president had insisted for months that he would not pardon his 54-year-old son, but the White House said after agonizing over the decision, he changed his mind because he felt Hunter Biden had been unfairly targeted by political opponents who were looking to break him by going after his family.
Doesn't that kind of sound like, I hate to say this, but somebody else?
Oh, no, that's 100% what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, not that I'm no way defending that idiot by no means, but it's some of the same propaganda that the other person spewed. And we just rolled our eyes at it, and rightfully so. So now it's like,
we should roll our eyes at this too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
You know what?
Why not? Why not? Like you said, there is no father on this earth,
right,
worth his weight in gold that wouldn't have done that for his son.
Right.
Don't sit here and say I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, and then do it.
Right.
Because it makes you look like a liar.
Yeah, you lied.
You lied.
You lied.
He did.
Yeah.
He didn't change his mind. He was going to do that. Like, you knew that 6 months ago.
Exactly. The moment he got convicted, he knew that in my back pocket. Well, again, like I said, the only caveat would have been if he stayed in the election and won. That's the only caveat that.
And then he would have pardoned him at the end of the second term.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yep. The trial would have went for the next 4 years, and then right before he was like, "I'm out of here," I'd be like, "Hey, Hunter, go home."
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. This is absolute malarkey.
It is. But what do we expect from the rich and the powerful?
Standards, which
you don't. You can't. No.
You know where I was going.
No.
Hot off the press.
Yeah.
Man. So, and it's terrible, man. Because I mean, and it just kind of segues into this, right? But the United Healthcare CEO basically being, you know, we pretty much can call that an assassination because clearly,
that was an assassination.
Yeah,
that was a straight up assassination.
And it's terrible, right? Because that is somebody's father, family, you know, son, whatever, right? All that.
Yeah.
But the amount of vitriol that came after his death about the memes associated with denying claims for pre-existing conditions, has been something of legend. Like I have not seen a person, like a tragedy on this level, and pretty much like the internet is all like, yeah, well, oops. Like,
like they don't give a shit about this dude's life.
Right.
Like it's crazy what has come out. And this is following the whole anesthesia situation with Blue Cross and Blue Shield, which they retracted.
They did. No surprise.
Yeah.
Right.
And so initially they were saying that they were going to stop administering anesthesia for
paying
free,
for it.
for anesthesia after a certain amount of time.
Right.
And there were time limits. They thought surgeries should be able to be performed and all this other stuff, and it caught wind and caught fire, and people were losing their shit.
Man, it is insane how like that incident happened, and then you know again the Blue Cross Blue Shield thing that getting retracted. But I guess also the other part about this that like I think it came out earlier today, and I put it in our chat, was that you know the guy had messages written on the bullet casings.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, this is some Batman level shit. Like, like
he sat there and carved words in a bullet casing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this, he was out for him. And I mean, and it is terrible. It is unfortunate, but you know, the sad reality is that a lot of Americans understand the plight of being on insurance. Like I absolutely remember when my brother had swine flu, right? And that whole thing. I remember when my dad got the bill or the statement that shows all the charges from the hospital, and it wound up being, and this is back in 2009, so it was $265,000.
Sheesh.
And Blue Cross Blue Shield fought, and when I mean fought, they made every possible way to make sure that they were trying not to pay that bill. I mean, and it was a completely valid thing. Like they were trying to figure out, they needed his transcript to show he was in college. They needed to know what his grades were, his attendance record. They would try to find every little thing they could do to get out of it. So it's like, so this is why people are like, this guy at the top is like, yeah, he rich, but you know, he's a part of my struggle.
Yeah.
And you see stuff like, and then when you hear about these insurance companies getting billions of dollars in profit, it's like, well, come on, man. Like, like
throw some bone, help us out a little bit. I mean,
right? Not an M, but a B.
A Billy.
Right.
Billions with a B. Yeah. Tron asks, do you believe that regular people should approach jury selection in the same way? Should we excuse those who are guilty to make a statement? Absolutely not.
Well, unfortunately, some people do have done that, and I know from firsthand, but you shouldn't.
No. Absolutely not. Statements, political statements, social statements should be separate from somebody's
Well,
guilt.
I will say that to the people in the jury for O.J. Simpson back in '95.
Mhm.
Mm,
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, it
Yeah.
is what it is, man.
yeah.
Again, I don't agree with it, but it does happen.
Right.
I know it
Mhm.
happens. It happens. It should not happen,
You're right.
but
it
it
should
happens.
not.
It happens. But absolutely not, Tron. I don't think we should follow that same path.
You were supposed to be tried and convicted by the facts in front of you, unbiased.
hmm Unfortunately, some people do.
It's
Go ahead.
no. Go ahead. You finish up.
No, I was saying some people do commit crimes or felonies, and it fits a narrative
Mm-hmm.
at times. So they become the poster child of that movement or whatever is going on at the time, and their guilt or innocence could make waves, could change things.
I'm even thinking about it from the standpoint of, how fast news travels now. Like, where you could like kind of, hold people off like that are part of a jury or like part of the jury selection. Like there is no way, like if there's especially something like I can only imagine like a case like this one, for the United Healthcare CEO, like how do you find anyone who's like doesn't have an opinion about it or hasn't heard anything about it?
Yeah. Don't know.
I will say this: you will be amazed. There will be some. I remember it does happen because obviously there was some major stuff that happened here. A couple years ago, or that's been more than a couple years ago, and there are some people that genuinely did not know certain things. If there'll be people without TVs or without internet, and they will not know something. So, is it rare? Very rare, but you can find them because I was like,
I don't, and that's what I don't understand. Like these high-profile cases like this, like how do you find somebody that's unbiased? That's impossible. Like, let's say somebody's getting picked for the R. Kelly trial or some shit. How do you find somebody who doesn't know anything about R. Kelly?
It's more so. I'll put it this way: they send out, especially if it's like a big trial like that. I mean, over 600, 1,000 people probably get jury notification for it all throughout that county. And if it's a big, diverse enough, you'll find some people. I mean, now you gotta really weed through it and ask the right questions, and you'll find.
Do you have Facebook?
Do you listen to music?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how old are you? 40? Have you listened to R&B over the last 40 years?
Right.
So,
boy,
I mean, I'm just. It
can happen.
It's difficult, but it does. It happen. It does happen. You can find that again. It's hard, and I definitely agree, especially at this point now with technology. The thought of it is really hard, but especially if you're under a certain age, more likely they're going to know something. But it's mostly going to be your older people that are going to be the ones that don't know anything.
Yeah. Trying to ask, what is the difference when innocent Black individuals are found guilty, and why should we accept it? We shouldn't.
Well, we say innocent. Okay, just want to make sure that we're clear on that question.
Innocent and not guilty.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course, we know that's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't accept
Thank
it.
you.
I mean, but in this kind of climate, in this kind of society, what can you do when an innocent person is found guilty and we know the facts, short of getting yourself arrested or getting yourself locked up?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I've always learned that growing up or in school, the saying was it's better to let 10 guilty people free than let one innocent man go to jail. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what you can do. It's I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's sad that we don't know the answer to that question, because of course you can march, you can protest, you can, do whatever you need to do to make a noise in the community as far as what you want and what you believe. But these things that we think that are making a difference don't. The protests don't really do anything. The picketing doesn't really do anything. We had the guy that was put to death a few weeks ago here in Colombia, wrongfully, because the person who actually committed the crime admitted that he committed the crime, and they still put the young man to death.
Oh dang, that was up in Colombia, you said?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So what can you do short of charging the gates?
I've always seen people raise money for certain defense funds that do research, and honestly, I think when you look at stuff like that too, I guess it's a case by case. What can you do to try to help prove it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think
because it's still everything is still going to have to go in front of the courts. Anything we do,
you gotta have something to significantly try to appeal it. What are you going to appeal it with? Is there DNA that can help? Does a witness come back out? I mean, part of that too comes you gotta be able to have money to have the resources to do that. So,
yeah.
Sorry, what did Tron say?
Can you explain again why we must uphold morals and ethics when it comes to the less fortunate? That's all we got. We don't have billions of dollars. We're not millionaires. We have to depend on morals and ethics.
And I can only say, when I prosecuted, I genuinely went by the facts. I mean, nothing's perfect, but if it's something I truly thought it creates some doubt that they did do something, then I'm not trying to have someone go to jail for that.
Right.
Because you gotta be I gotta be confident that I could prove that. If someone called me on it, can I prove that they are guilty of this?
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I don't know, man. I mean, don't be poor and in a bad situation. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do.
It's like they talk about how bank fees hit poor people the worst.
Yes. I never understood bank fees. You don't have enough to cover it, so we're going to charge you more money that you don't have.
Right.
To cover the situation. What the fuck? I don't have the $35.
I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. So why are you going to charge me? Because America is a business. America is a business. This country is a business.
Don't forget that, unfortunately.
Yeah. So somebody is going to get some kind of money out of you in some manner. Somehow. Yeah. So let me bring Rich's topics back up.
Oh man, it got dark.
It really did.
Yeah.
Got serious here.
Yeah, we got
sometimes it be like that though. I mean,
got a little serious. I mean, it's valid. I mean, sometimes we got to think about shit like that sometimes. Honestly, morals and ethics are just the same rhetoric that told enslaved people to obey their masters.
I mean, depends. I mean, that's fair. But at the same time, right? Like, what if you replaced what their system is, what would yours be? I mean, and I think that's always been like the argument, right? It's like, we talk about burning it all down and starting over. It's like, okay, what would you replace it with?
Yeah. And then you would end up actually having the same fucking system.
Conversation.
Yeah.
The same conversation will likely come up because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, to that point, you know, while it does sound all fine and good, at the end of the day, right? It is a power struggle, you know, and like whoever is at the top kind of casts down, and if it works for most of the people, then it'll stay. It's until it stops working, then you have the problem.
Yeah. So has it stopped working? Do you think
I mean,
are we at the point where it stopped working now?
It depends. It depends on what parts, right? I mean, as a whole, I'm sure that, you know, I am certainly sure that we could kind of look around and be like, let's evaluate things, right? Like we need to like kind of clean things up a little bit. You know, you know, there are good principles, right? But the reality is that there are principles that we tie ourselves to as an idea, but not in practice.
Yeah.
And I think that is the core of it. Because again, like back to our original issue, right, with this whole pardoning thing, you know, like you're saying, if you were rich and powerful, you're able to get by and get through. And you know, normal people couldn't get that. You know, wild idea, right? But wouldn't it be something else if Biden wanted to take this heat off of him? Wouldn't it be something else if he like just pardoned everybody who was in jail for a drug offense? They just do it.
Someone said that on the radio. I heard someone say that he should.
Yeah, just to mess things up on his way out, like have paperwork for the next 1,000 years.
Shit.
Especially since he did those laws back in the 80s. Why not?
He is on his way out. He's 80-something years old. Just do it. Like that would be a challenge. Like just throw that out there and be like, you know what? Everybody who's in here on a weed charge, you out.
You out. Yep. Get out.
out.
Bye. Bye.
Just do it. Like that would be the only way I think he could redeem himself in this pardon situation. Just do that and be like, you know what? Can you be mad at him now? Like, oh well, you know, because it worked out for you know another group. And then besides, weed is practically legal in most states. Not most states, but there's some provision.
There's a good bit of states that the weed is legal.
You know,
and there are people that have people that have been in jail for 30 years over some weed.
Right.
Legitimately, like over some weed.
Just so commute the sentence and be like, all right, you're done. Pardon it, commute it, whatever you want to, you know, whichever way he wants to frame it. But do that and then just be out. Like on the last day of office, be like, bye.
You're free to go. You're free to go.
Right.
You are free to go. I don't know. There's not an answer that you can give for this situation. I mean, it's this once you start looking up answers, then you got these subcategories you got to go through, and it's a whole bunch of other shit, and it starts being this 10,000 page book.
But I think at the end of the day, right? Nobody's trying to talk to each other. Everybody's trying to hear their point or have their point heard, but not try to like, what's this other person saying? It's like and it's really interesting, right? Because we've got all these like HR courses and conflict resolution that probably most of the knowledge working space has taken some sort of understanding of, and we have not put it in practice anywhere. Yeah. Like with all this HR stuff going, it's like, let's also think about it too, right? You're likely just clicking the video and walking off. Brian, don't answer that.
What?
Good answer, Brian.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect answer. That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah, exactly it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just a big pile of shit that we just really can't get into. So back to this Thanksgiving situation. Rich's question: Thanksgiving leftovers, when to smash and when to trash. Do you have a time period?
Saturday.
What? Thanksgiving
Friday.
When was Thanksgiving? Thursday.
Saturday. I am done. I am done. Saturday by noon, I am done. Like
Saturday by noon.
Saturday by noon.
Hey, I'm done
I
after
don't
Friday night.
know.
I'm
I
done
don't
Friday
know.
night.
I
Nope.
don't know.
Saturday at noon.
Some
Saturday
things
at
have
noon.
a
No.
shelf life.
And you've engorged yourself a day and a half. You're good.
Well, see, now I'll speak. Now I don't know how you are, but like for me, I'll eat Thursday. Then probably later on that night, I might get a little bit more leftovers.
Yes. There
And
you
then
go.
Friday, I'll have lunch, and then I have it again for dinner. So that's
Okay.
why for me, by Friday night, I've had probably three to four helpings of it. So I'm good after that. That's for me.
I don't know, man. I mean, I honestly think like things like mac and cheese and turkey hold up a few days after.
Ooh, you haven't answered the question yet.
What?
What if you're gonna be one? Go ahead, be one of these people that we talk about. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah,
What is the
go,
day?
Brian.
What is your limit?
We're
Brian?
judging you, by the way.
It depends
on
what it is,
Okay.
what the food is.
Who cooked it?
Yes. That
No, I
absolutely.
mean,
He ain't
how
saying
much
that.
of it is it? How much of it is it? Like
Thank
how
you, Rich.
much? Like if you got a half a pan of mac and cheese, you ain't throwing that mac and cheese away after 2 days.
Your stomach might beg to differ.
Well, you don't. Okay, if you don't trash it, then you freeze it. But what day do you freeze it on? Man, and continue. You still need to answer this question, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got a feeling you're gonna say Tuesday, and I'm like,
Yeah, he is.
No. You can
want to.
freeze if you got a shit ton of it. You can freeze it on Saturday. You can freeze on Saturday.
okay, but when do you get rid of? Because freezing then means you actively are going to unthaw it, cook it, and then eat it, right? But
Yeah.
when is the day where you're like, I am done? And Brian, you have yet to answer that question.
We're waiting.
So, sir, I need an answer.
Hey, Rick, you have permission to badger the witness. I mean, I'm sorry, to treat him as a hostile witness. There we go.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
No,
You
I
absolutely
don't.
do. Yes, you
I
do.
don't. I am
We
a
don't believe
leftovers
you.
guy. I like leftovers. Leftovers. make me happy.
We've understood that, Brian. The question
Yeah.
is, how much do you love leftovers?
I don't know, man.
Brian is like,
Brian's the
if
Matrix
it's
right now.
he's like, it's like Brian's like, you know what? I'm gonna sniff this Tupperware dish on Wednesday. Let's see what it's at. Like,
I'm just saying some things
Mac
have a
and cheese a
longer
little
shelf
tart.
life. Some things last longer in the refrigerator than other things.
Okay, you still have not answered the question.
The question is what? What is the question? When do you
Go, Rich. Turn the screen off for you. I'm in solidarity with Rich on this one. Sorry, Brian.
God damn it.
Like,
What's the question? When do you
when do you trash the Thanksgiving leftovers? Like, by what day should you no longer have? I don't care shelf life or not. What day should you no longer have Thanksgiving leftovers in your fridge?
I give it a week.
Shit.
R.I.P. to your stomach, Brian.
Give it a week. You give it a week. Turkey can last a week in the refrigerator.
There is nothing that you and this man gets on me for like a candy corn. Okay.
You know, Rich. Yeah, I mean, I would too, but you know what? You make a good point on this one, Rich. Oh gosh, a week.
Give it a week. Give it a week.
I'm dying over here. I'm sorry.
Wait, so you tell me you treat this like the Ring, right? 7 days. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it's a week, man. Yes, I'm standing by it. I'm standing by it.
Like, so
We just wanted you to admit it. 'Cause we knew it was
Everything
going to
in
be
its,
your tongue.
everything
right,
in
we
its
knew that
own-
was coming.
everything in its own separate containers in the refrigerator. In the
Yeah.
refrigerator
Okay.
This man talking about
Can
food like
last-
Infinity Stones.
can last a week.
So, all right. So, what thing lasts? You said turkey's one. What's the other thing? that
Turkey,
lasts-
macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Macaroni and cheese. Oh God. I don't even eat macaroni and cheese. Oh gosh.
Stuffing can last a week.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Rice. I don't know about rice. Yeah, rice can last a week.
Rice is literally just a carb. So, out of all the things you just said, maybe that's the one thing where I'd be like, you know what, a week, sure, maybe, but no.
Oh
Yes.
man, Brian.
Yes.
Hold on. All right. So you're telling me that the food gets cooked on Thursday.
Thursday.
Like,
Hold
how
on,
do you-
Richard. Sometimes
how-
some food gets cooked on Wednesday night. Sometimes.
fair enough. So how
ahead.
do you? So like, what? At what point do you actually finish it, or is it just that much food where it has to stay for an entire week? Or do you like eat anything else in between that time, or you just kind of marathon?
No,
it?
you eat other things, man. You don't just
Okay.
fucking eat Thanksgiving dinner for 7 days.
I mean, it sounds like that's what you should do. Then you won't have to wait for a whole week.
Yeah.
Oh,
All I'm
man.
saying
Oh,
is 2 days is not enough time to finish.
So is this like a culinary thing where you just let the flavors like marinate? for,
Yes.
like the extra.
Some things taste better left over.
Yeah, get a little bit of
yeah,
that
it
mold
depends.
sprinkle in there.
The second day, it tastes good. The second day, sure. The fifth day, the seventh day, oof, tastes good. That trash can.
Oscar the Grouch says hi.
God damn it.
I'm just saying, man. Oh man,
It's okay. Most likely after the third or fourth day, you freezing shit.
like I said, man, by
If
Saturday,
you have enough, you freezing stuff.
by Saturday, I'm done. Like I don't have to eat Thanksgiving food at all. Like after that, like I'm good.
All right, serious question, Brian. Very, very serious question.
Hold on, mute myself.
Okay, so ignore Thanksgiving. Let's just say it's a regular Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
and you cook a big pot of spaghetti.
Yeah.
How long that lasting do you chill? You go eat that more than 2 days?
No.
So why you gonna do Thanksgiving?
I was about to say, man, come back in 2 weeks.
But Thanksgiving will go a week.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. It's Thanksgiving is a different beast.
How?
It's a plethora
Okay.
of foods cooked
Mm-hmm.
for an estimated amount of people.
Yes.
Nobody really never knows how many people are going to come over for Thanksgiving.
Doesn't change what it is. It's still food.
It's still
Right.
food. Yeah, you're right. But it's a lot of food.
So the quantity is what makes this different.
The quantity
You know-
and the time it takes to prep this food, it makes a difference. Like this person took a long time and prepped this food.
So you
Okay,
are
hold on.
appreciating their heart, and you're going to sacrifice your guts. This is where we're going with this, right?
Yeah. Okay, Brian. Hold on, Brian. So I got another hypothetical there. So
Uh-huh.
instead of November, we in June, and you're having the dinner, and it's not full Thanksgiving type meal, but let's just say it's turkey, collard,
Brisket. Let's say brisket.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
barbecue.
a big enough meal.
Yeah.
How long that meal going for you?
What's your question, nigga?
How long? You know,
You're not
turkey,
understanding.
brisket. mac and cheese, how long that food gonna sit?
It like I said, it just
It's
depends.
a big group now.
It's a big group of people.
This is June. This ain't Thanksgiving. It's June.
I know.
Okay.
Say it's you get the same respect depending on the volume. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're not gonna agree with you here, Brian.
I know. I understand that. I get that right at this point.
You're on your own.
I'm on my own. I'm on my own at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I got
I'm gonna move on from it.
I got you.
You know what? I
no,
respect it.
absolutely.
You know what? I'm thinking about it. 7 days is a long time to be holding on to some food in the refrigerator, unless you.
Yes, it absolutely is. It should be in the freezer second day.
Second day,
Like
Friday, Thursday was
So-
Thanksgiving, so
Thursday, Friday,
Friday
Saturday.
usually be Friday. Oh, Saturday. Okay.
Saturday. It's Saturday. But Saturday midday, it's like, okay, what's in here? Am I going to eat this? Likely no. So freeze it.
I mean, I would agree with Saturday. Like I said, no, I'm usually done by Friday, but I eat a lot more during those day and a half. But by Saturday, yeah, I agree. Saturday by noon, freezing it, because at that point, you ain't gonna touch it after that point. Well,
Right. It's like, oh,
no, some of us don't touch it.
let's go to Wendy's.
I get weirded out by people who say they don't like leftovers. Like that's like what? You don't like what? Just because something sat in the fridge overnight, you don't want to eat that shit again?
That's a first world problem, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I will say
like
there
leftovers.
may be certain foods that aren't good to eat the next day, but I definitely do leftovers though. Like
seafood, I don't fuck with like leftover.
Really steak. I don't really like leftover steak.
I would agree, especially.
gotta
Well,
recook-
oh no, hold on a second. Wait. In Brian's case, it's okay, but for us,
Oh,
it's
yeah, he's
fine.
right. He likes burnt steak. Never mind. Okay, yeah,
The fuck?
yeah. I forgot. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
nah,
Rich, for you and I, if I like
for
meat,
Brian,
then-
it's okay. Like
Yeah.
he can have leftover steak. Us is like once you reheat it, it's like that temperature is not right. And
exactly.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I just feel like I'm being attacked. And I don't know why.
Brian, every time I look at your tagline, I feel attacked. So I'm just saying.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry. The hairline ain't going no way. Sorry.
Hey, Brian, that hairline staying like a Thanksgiving meal.
Hell yeah. 7 days. Sticking around.
So when the grays start coming in, that's the mold, right? Just gonna say.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fuck. So Rich's last question was, do we still need to keep eating this? Which staple can go? Explain to what do you mean by that, Rich?
All right, so you know how you have your traditional Thanksgiving meal, right? Like you have your staples. To your point, turkey, mac and cheese, stuffing, etc., right?
Mhm.
Do y'all think really that any of these can actually like be removed from the pantheon of like traditional cooking, if you will? Because I'll be honest with you, I can do without turkey. Like I'm done with turkey. I
What?
don't ever have to rest. Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
Really?
Have you had it? Well, have
Yeah.
you had different
So
ways?
I have had turkey cooked well. I have well as in good, not like
Yeah.
well done
Well,
or
yeah, not
extremely dry. Like
Yeah.
not, but I've had good turkey. I've had fried turkey and all that, right? But to me, it's not a meat that I care for that much. Like
I've actually heard people say that they don't really care for turkey like that.
yeah, like
People are
Like
weird.
personally, I do. I
it feels
do.
like it feels like an obligatory part of the Thanksgiving meal, right? Like it's just like we have to do this. Like
What
it
would be your
it-
meat?
like turkey to me feels like Captain America the First Avenger. Like it is the necessary evil of
Oh
Thanksgiving.
damn! You would Captain
that's how-
America on this.
That's how it feels to me, right?
Damn,
So
okay.
I'm
So
just
then,
saying.
what would be your go-to meat?
I see. I think you can. You stupid. I don't have like I can't say like there's a specific protein that I'm like, yeah, this would need to be it. Because I mean, I really like chicken, right? but because
Mhm.
chicken you can do whatever you want with it, right? But I've seen
Right.
people actually start like making brisket for Thanksgiving, right?
Brisket.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
sounds
like,
interesting.
because I mean, the purpose of Thanksgiving is to bring everybody together around a plethora of food, right? Why
Around
do
the
we have to-
turkey.
What? No, Thanksgiving is not like the turkey is not the thing, right?
Turkey is the
You-
thing. The turkey is the thing. When we were in elementary school and they had us making the pine cone turkeys, the
Yeah,
turkey
that
is
is
the
true.
thing.
That is true.
Or the hand turkey where you take your hand and then you trace it
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. The turkey is the thing. Rob says chicken is born to be a protein. They are the dumbest animal alive.
I mean, sure. See,
I don't know. I mean,
we actually had Cornish hen this year. That is something that we did do.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I mean, I do like turkey. So I mean, I like it. I've never had fried turkey before. I've always wanted to try that.
It's good. It's good.
I just
Not,
see the
not life
videos.
changing.
Not okay.
It's not life changing, but it's good. It is good.
Rich hates America.
No, I don't.
The way you said that just now. No, I don't.
Hey, Richard, there was some bass, some soul in it.
Do I? No, I don't.
I'm taking my ball and going home.
I mean,
Right,
as far as
exactly.
anything that's pumpkin pie.
Oh, you could do without
without
pumpkin?
that.
Oh, let me
I
ask.
could-
All right, so
I can do
on
without
that
pecan
same-
pie.
I'm on that thread. Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato all the time, every day, 25
Okay.
times over the other.
I don't care for either, but okay.
Me neither. I don't either.
Sweet potato pie is
And,
yeah.
well, and honestly, I don't really need a lot of food for Thanksgiving. I'd like give me about 3 things, and I'm good. I don't need I eat a lot of those things. I don't need like
Right.
I don't need like 7 to 8 different things on my plate. Just give me my 3 things. I'm good. Give me my rice, greens, turkey, dressing. I'm good.
Meat, vegetable, and protein.
That's it.
Nick's
Rob
literally
says,
like,
Rich, you are kind of picky, sir.
I mean, it is what it is, man. I like what I like.
Yeah, I mean, I like a plate full of shit. I like a bog of things. Brian eats them damn turkey legs from the fair. No, I don't, sir. No, I don't.
You don't like you don't like them
Pig
rapid
legs.
size?
Them pig legs.
Them
I think there was a thing about this year about the turkey legs being ham.
No, please don't spread that. we don't do that here.
So-
no.
We had a nice conversation.
Yeah,
Brian from the top rope.
exactly. Turkey is ham. It's pig.
Oh
man.
Yeah. Speaking from top
Tur-
rope.
like turkey for me is like the only thing that I'm like, I don't have to do this anymore. Like I wouldn't miss it.
So is there anything as far as life as an African American male in this country that you could do without
Oh no.
as far as one of our staples?
As a food.
Mm-hmm. You from the South. Chicken is just gonna be there. Like you can't do it.
you cannot get rid of chicken.
Yeah, there's no way to get rid of chicken.
Chicken is basically like I was there when the scrolls were written.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Rob says I had alligator for Thanksgiving when I was stationed in New Orleans.
Alligator's
I like
great, by the way.
I love alligator, yeah.
Alligator's actually great.
It is.
First, and it's funny. Rob mentioned that because the first time I had alligator was in New Orleans, and
Really, mine was trout.
Same.
yeah,
Me was San Antonio. But yeah.
close
I
enough.
had the gator bites.
Yeah,
the,
it
gator
is.
bites the gator bites at Henry's in Charleston is amazing.
Yes. Ooh man, what's
At where, Brian?
Henry's.
Oh, Henry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I think I've had Gator bites here once.
I'm going to see what y'all say first. I have a thought, but y'all go first. Like, is there anything that you could just be like, I will like that's I would call like you would say culturally significant that you could just be like, nah, I don't have to do this.
Okra.
No
Okra. I never have to eat anything with okra in it. I
I knew you gonna say that bullshit, Brian. Damn it, Brian.
Fuck okra. Okra can kiss my ass. Anybody who eat okra go to hell. I don't like it. It's disgusting.
Really? I can go to hell, Brian? Okay.
Okra is horrible. Horrible.
Really? Oh man,
Wow.
I like okra.
Horrible. Damn, man.
Now, okay, hold on.
I'm a
All right,
texture
I like
person.
fried okra.
Nope, still slimy. Still slimy. But
Yeah, you acting like we're talking about Kevin Hart or something, man.
it's
Damn.
still slimy. It's still nasty. I don't give a damn. But no.
Damn.
I went to a school that gave fried okra out for lunch. So no.
Yeah, I like fried okra. So,
But damn you, Brian.
Nope. Sorry. Okra. Don't care.
No, you ain't sorry.
No, I'm not sorry. I'm not.
No one asked you to be sorry.
Mm-mm. That is something that I can never have again, and I'll be just fine.
Well, that's okay. 7-day Thanksgiving. Nah, I mean, I know that you don't like that. You like oysters. You don't like that.
Oh no, oysters are fine. Oysters.
No, I
are
thought you
fine.
don't like. I thought you don't like oysters either. Like
I went to an oyster roast a couple years ago, and it was okay.
It was steamed oysters, or was it?
It was steamed.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that back. I thought you said you didn't like that either.
Mhm. Yeah, but okra, no, can't do nothing to that to make it taste like anything but slime. Nothing.
I've never actually had slime before, so I can't comment on slime. So.
I don't know, man. You open up that Tupperware dish on day 7.
All right, so what was y'all's?
Divert.
Get this heat off me.
See, I'm a catch heat from that's what I'm saying. I want Nick, you go first because I think I know what mine is.
I think I know what you were saying. I guess I'm not a big cheese person, so mac and cheese.
Ooh.
I'm not mac and cheese. I'm not. I
heard you say that earlier. Like you're not.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not.
So I could. And like it's funny. Like most of my family likes it. My cousin, Candace, she doesn't like it. She's not big on cheese either. But like even like Thanksgiving, like we had some real good mac and cheese. If you too bad you don't like it, I'm like, I'm good. Both for y'all.
Wow.
No, yeah. So nope. So I mean, so if that went away, I wouldn't shed a tear.
Mac and cheese get you banned from Thanksgiving cooking forever. Like,
well, I don't like big fish anyway.
If you can't make it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, if you make a bad one, yeah, that'll get you banned.
But how do you? But the only way you can make a bad mac and cheese is honestly if you just undercook it.
There are many ways.
People get very creative.
Fair enough.
But yeah, before you say yours, Rich, let me guess what you about to
Trump
say.
may be building a wall to put you non-mac and cheese folks on the other side.
That's fine. Rich, I got one. Let me just say this. What you're about to say, does it start with a C?
Yep.
And does it end with a D?
Yes.
All right. Yep. I figured you were going to say that.
What was he about to say?
Cornbread.
No. Actually, not that one. No.
Oh, it's not cornbread.
It's two words. It's two
not
words.
collard. Not collards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh shit.
Really?
Absolutely. Don't have to touch
No,
again.
Rich. No.
Don't have to touch again. Never. I am good.
Oh.
Collards?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Don't-
Collards is what we call collards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me one moment, y'all. I got to do this again, Rich. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I thought Brian with the okra was bad.
No,
Collards?
don't do that. Don't do that again.
Yeah,
I'm good.
and collards is one of the things that I didn't like until I became an adult. Like I used to cry when mom would cook collard.
Rob stupid. Eat more ethnic food than Rich does.
Wow. I think the only thing, the only preference I'll say when it comes to collard is depending on what meat they use with it.
That's
Out.
you see, but you have to you gotta do. I don't know, man. It's like most other vegetables, right? You can kind of just they exist, right? But in order to make collards good, like there has to be like the infusion of a meat and a fat into it, right? So it's kind of like is it even a vegetable anymore? So
Yes, it's still a vegetable. Yes, Rich, it's still a vegetable. How do you not eat collards?
No, easy. I don't.
Like you've never like tasted collards?
Oh no, I've
in your
had no.
adult
See, that's
life?
the thing. All of the things that I say that I do not eat, I have tried on
Right, I'm
multiple
with you.
occasions, and just
Tried
have
it as an
not.
adult. Tried it as an adult.
Yes, sir. I have. Yeah, and even when people get like the Dufang, like have some sort of like southeastern egg roll where they like put collards and all this other stuff into an egg roll and try to like make it
Soul
into
roll
a
is
thing.
what they call them. Soul
Yeah,
roll.
yeah. Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
basically, yes. I've had that, and I'm like, yeah, this is fine, but I don't. It doesn't do anything for me. It really doesn't. I'm not saying it's gross. It's just I don't care for it. See, I think that's the difference right now. Here's the thing, Nick. You mentioned cornbread, right?
Yeah.
There are.
I remember you brought that
occasions-
before.
There are occasions where, but you asked like a food I never have to touch again, right? There are occasions where cornbread just happens to work for things. I don't care
Okay.
for it, but there are, one or two things that it's like, all right, this works. College, I don't ever have to touch again. I'm good. I'm just saying, man. It is what it is.
Sad.
How was it sad? Hold on a second. I'm just saying a taste preference, and you're out here trying to go against all of the USDA's, food and guidelines, right?
Y'all gonna kill me over the 7-day thing, right?
You absolutely
Yeah.
right. Next time Brian says his stomach hurts in the next week, we're like, well, we know where that came from.
Yep.
I'll make sure I don't say it.
Oh no, we gonna remember this forever.
That's
We'll
right.
come around next year and be like,
What's up, Lady Rose on TikTok? How you doing?
oh man.
But I mean, everybody has their own evening, and gentlemen. Everybody has their own taste for what they like, things that they enjoy, and I understand
Okay.
that.
All right, so let's ask the flip side of that. What is like the one dish during Thanksgiving that you can't do without?
Mac and cheese.
Collard
Okay,
greens.
I'm with Brian. 100% mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
100%.
Yeah. But Nick does not give a damn about mac and cheese.
I do not. I give less than a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lady
Look, I
Rose
don't give a
says
damn.
dressing. Rob says dressing.
But the way I look at it again, that means it's just more for y'all.
Same.
But we
same
want
with
everybody
collard.
to enjoy the same shit. We want y'all to enjoy the same
I'm
pleasure we get
eating it.
out of this.
You
plate.
you are thankful for the fact that they can enjoy more of the food than you will.
Thank you, Rich. Exactly.
It's about giving thanks.
Yep. Give it thanks for till Saturday at noon. I'm sorry, Brian.
So you got all this food left over. Is creating another dish out of the food acceptable?
That food is born to transform. Absolutely, yes.
Stir fry it.
Yeah, right. It's like there are because even like I can tell you we had Cornish hen and I had chicken, right? But then it was like, okay, I needed to do something else with it. It was like Saturday. So need to do something else with it. So I cut it up and then took a couple slices of the breast and put it inside of a salad. So I mean, yeah, it's absolutely you should I mean, I think that's also how you stretch those leftovers out, right? Like you don't have to eat the same thing for the next,
No,
7 days.
You don't. You can turn it into something else.
Right.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, man.
God, horrible people.
You know, Brian, thank you. I appreciate you, Brian.
Don't thank me. Damn it.
Oh, man. Oh, that was gold.
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
That's fine. I mean, as long as it makes sense to you and your insurance premiums, I'm sure that's fine.
But Native Rose says turn the turkey scraps into a soup.
You absolutely could. And even to the point where, if you got one of those big, those hams that have the spiral cut hams that have the bone in it, take that and then, cook the bone down and then you can have the broth from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can put that in a whole bunch of other things or use it as a base for a whole bunch of other things. Like you could use it for collards if you want it. Yeah. So there are ways to make this work. It's no longer fresh after Saturday at noon, though. So.
Yeah. I get it.
just making sure you understand, man. That's
I
all.
understand. All right. So anybody got any shotgun topics they want to get off their chest? Anything they want to say? Anything you want to bring up real quick here?
I mean, I like there are two things that are Carolina related. Okay. One of which is that the University of South Carolina was actually in the Macy's Day Parade, Thanksgiving Day Parade. So that was one. And then we beat Clemson this year, which is a sports thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir.
Absolutely. We beat Clemson this year and we were in the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. I missed the parade, by the way.
I mean, sure.
Right. Yeah.
it's the only time the Macy's Day Parade I think has had anything happen that was eventful was when Barney exploded. That's been about it.
The fuck? When did that happen?
Yeah, it was was it 97? Well, I'm gonna say exploded, but it was more like there was a tear that ripped and the float just went kind of haywire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
right, yeah. Blade of Rose says, that was 97.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, it's kind of like I said. Once Santa comes through, I think that's Thanksgiving's technically over. Christmas is starting,
so everybody can put their trees up, put the lights up, put the shit in the yard,
right. Turn it on.
Let's go. It is Christmas time, and after Christmas, New Year's. This year went by so fucking quick. Like I don't understand how this felt like a full year to anybody.
It was. It's just I don't know, man. A lot happened in a year.
Yeah.
So no kidding.
Mm-hmm. DJ T-Mobile, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, it's a great day to be here, man.
Yeah. So DJ T-Mobile catches up to us at the very tail end of the show.
Yeah,
you got anything for us?
Man, I'm just getting in the hotel room. Bro. Like I don't
say, don't ask me no questions right now.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yep. So holidays are here.
Oh, Mo, I got a question for you, Mo. Hold on, Mo. After Thanksgiving, how long do you eat your food till the leftovers?
God damn it.
Man, you got till Sunday. If after Sunday you start, you might get something, or something, but after that, man, because Thursday is prepared, Friday's Saturday you definitely got one. Sunday push, you pushing it. You got it. Anything after Sunday, you gotta go. So like, anybody who's still eating on Monday, you definitely gotta get rid of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, Brian. Interesting. Right, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're not gonna rehash this now, but
Yeah, we're not gonna rehash it. We don't have to. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, Brian,
Yeah, I'll go back. I'll try to go back and watch. I'll try to go back and catch up.
Yeah,
Brian,
do that,
Brian
please.
gonna hate this.
Do that,
Yeah.
please.
So we're probably 3 weeks away from Christmas time. I don't know if there are any big box items that are the thing that people are trying to do this year. I know probably the Oculus and probably the PlayStation VR headset are probably the things that people are trying to do.
I don't have let me say it this way. I don't have a pulse or haven't seen a pulse on anything like that. It is just kind of insane though how I think you could get like the Fortnite edition of the PS5 for like less than $400. And I remember when people were scalping that thing.
Yeah,
like it's just insane, like how time has changed.
It is.
Many things.
It's weird. It's strange. But it is what it is. Everybody be careful out there. Yeah. So if anybody has anything else, nobody?
I don't have anything personally.
Okay.
I had time, but I knew I was gonna be. I know I was gonna be on the road. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
my brain.
Everybody, thank you so much for allowing us to keep you company and allowing us to come into your homes and see about things and talk to you about things. And we appreciate it. And we will be back next week. Blade of Rose, Wendy Thomas, appreciate you both sticking around and sitting here with us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Appreciate y'all allowing us to come into your homes and everything. And we'll be back next week, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Nick, sing a song.
Brian don't like leftovers.
God damn.